Welcome to Our Town, Our Time on RTV32. We have a special episode today with Chris Hoy, who is the owner of Cupboard Distributing, and we're going to be doing some holiday crafts to get us all in the Christmas spirit. So stay tuned to Our Town, Our Time on RTV32. Welcome. I'm here with Chris Hoy from Cupboard Distributing. Welcome.
Thank you.
And tell us where your store is located.
We are located at 1463 South US Highway 68, and that is Urbana, but it's just south of Urbana.
Right. I'd say 10 minutes from here.
No more than 10.
Right, just a straight shot. And what are the hours of the store?
We are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 2.
Okay, so what are we going to do here today? What are you going to show me how to do?
This is a poinsettia that looks like it's very complicated to do.
Yes, it does.
Because we are using a special brush.
Okay.
The brush does all the work for us. I always say it's not talent, it's technique.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how easy this is.
All right.
And I think we're going to swap out because this has some lines on it and it might make it a little easier.
I agree.
I don't want to overwhelm you with a blank.
No, you don't want me to cry. That wouldn't be good.
And we are going to get a little paint out. The shape of the brush is kind of fat and it goes to a very, very sharp point. And we're going to use that to create the petals. And it's just basically what we're going to do is pretty much a football shape.
Okay.
Maybe a little more elongated than a football. Okay, I want you to take your brush and we're going to load half of it in the light color and half of it in the dark color.
Okay.
So you can see it's half and half.
Like that?
Okay, yep. And just take once or twice like that on your palette. Keep it flat. You want to blend it out. Alrighty. Now you're going to start at the center of the
on the same side that I blotted.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to start toward the center and you're just going to press down and then you're going to lift up and that creates a petal shape. Alrighty. Now let's just reload. Every time you use it, you're going to use that paint off of there.
Okay.
And you can just kind of go in that same place.
Okay. And keep filling in?
Yep. And as you come to the end, if you just kind of turn it a little bit, you'll get a sharp point.
Okay.
So you want to give that a shot.
So you want me to do this one?
Yep. Press it down. And the fatter you press it down, the wider the petal's going to be.
Okay.
And we're just going to go around and repeat. And fill that in. And what's nice about this, it's the same technique for the petals.
That's a little better.
And it's just like anything. The more you use it, the
more
comfortable you become with it, the easier it is to do.
Well, like I mentioned before, fine motor skills is not my forte.
And that's what's so nice about so many things, because they create special brushes and special tools. You don't have to have the talent.
Well, I had no idea there were special brushes. Once
you learn how to hold the brush and how to load the paint, becomes very easy to create. And see how that's starting to create those layers of petals. That's really very nice. Thanks. First time user, I think you're doing an excellent job.
I'm not even allowed to paint the walls at home.
And you can see, and if you want to turn that around to make it easier to work with, that's fine too. But you can see how this would look so pretty on a tag, on an ornament. Beautiful. All you have to do is put the year on it.
Look at that.
And you can do load the brush with a couple different shades of green. What happens when you use two colors? That automatically creates those highlights and shadows.
Right.
So it looks like you spent a lot of time on it.
Right.
And it creates that dimension and that depth.
Wow.
And then all we have to do is go back and add the centers to the flower. And you know, if you want to, you can put some little greenery in there. You can do as much or as little as you want.
Right. And is all this done on this sheet with this brush, or they're different?
Yes.
Okay. So you would just clean it and, I guess, Well, obviously the dots are dots.
Yeah, the dots I did with a little, it's a stylus. It's just a little metal tool with a ball on the end.
Oh, okay.
And I think I've got one here.
And then these wispy things.
You can just actually, you can use the end. Let me grab. I'm going to go with a lighter color.
Okay.
I can show you what the correct color is going to be. A little easier to see. Clean our brush out. And because I have that little fine point on the end of it, if you stay up on the point, and you can just get a little fine line. Now.
So do you dip it at each time? Just to make it kind of thin?
I'm thinning it down a little bit with water.
Okay.
Once you get it thinned down with water, and I call it an inky consistency. And that's just about the consistency of ink. You don't want it real runny, but you want to still be able to
get the finer.
Get the color of the paint. And then you can just add your little pine needles.
Wow.
And if you stay on the tip, you're going to have little fine strokes. If you push down, they're going to get fatter.
Right.
And of course, you can go back with different colors and add, more colors, different colors to it for highlight.
I'm going to do it again.
When you're finished, you can go add snow to it. I mean, you can really create a lot of interest just with one brush.
Right.
So you don't have a lot of cost. You've got a few bottles of paint.
Right.
You've got your brush.
And obviously, you sell all these items.
We do. And this would be a great craft with kids. They're very fearless. So
they are
with
fearless.
Kids, they're not going to go, oh,
and
brush,
their fine
what do I
motor
do?
skills are really good. All those games they play.
They
I was always outside.
And see, we can add some leaves just by doing the same stroke, the same idea with the green. And so we can add.
Oh, that's beautiful.
A few colors in there.
And obviously, you have all these items at your store.
We do.
And if somebody came in and was a first timer like me, you would be able to, or someone on your staff would be able to talk them through what they would need, or.
Absolutely.
And you have different, do you have templates and different things like that, or books, or what do you?
We do. For example, on this is kind of a fun piece. This is metal, just like a license plate. And that's exactly what it's called. And I painted the same poinsettia on here. Now this looks like it took a lot of time to do. This is with a rubber stamp.
Really?
And we just put some paint on there and stamped it down. The background is done, and the snowflakes are all done with stencils. So it's not hard at all. There really is nothing that you need talent for. You've proven that you can make the poinsettias, which is the hardest thing on here to do.
Wow.
And so with the rest of the tools, you can create this very easily. And we do sell, we call these pattern packets, and everything that you need is in here. It has it has a color photo so you can see what you're doing. Let me slip it out of here real quick. It has all of the instructions, and all the supplies you need are on here.
Wow.
It has step-by-step instructions, and
Great.
You can just follow along. So
perfect.
You're not all alone on your trying to figure this out and trying to remember what it looked like and how to do it.
Well, great.
So it's a very fun project.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and come back and do some more fun stuff.
Okay.
But right now, we're going to have some healthy living tips brought to you by Springfield Regional Medical Center.